let me ask you something. When you log into a website or when you enter your name in a form, when you type up your password, how does the program read about that, what you type? So that is why we are going to learn here about the input function, and today I will make it very super simple and easy for you that how you can able to get to know what is the input function. So welcome back. If you don't understand input in Python, your program will always feel incomplete because if whatever the thing you are going to write in your programming, what if Python doesn't able to read that? Now you can able to get confused that how does Python or the programming that we are going to write doesn't able to get read, because programming is something that we made them brick by brick. Okay, like from step 0, if even we want to define a one pencil, we need to define that what color of the pencil. And even if we wanted to put any name of single child, even a single child, we wanted to write a code here. So here is the thing that I'm going to teach you about input function. So what is the input function is? Input function is used to store or to get to know that what the person or the user types the value and how the program can able to read that. So input function are mainly used that how a program read that value. That's why we are going to create here our file called input.py, and then I'm going to teach you here like example how you can able to get to know what is the input function. So example, we take here a name example, okay, and we put right here input, okay, and we wanted to get to know our name. So whenever we wanted to print that value, what thing we are going to use? We are going to use double quotes, and inside that double quote we are going to write our question. So example, I want programming to read this word, enter your name, this thing, okay. So you can see here that what happened, that when I run this program starts. What program do that, he sees here a name that is variable in a form of, that is not a variable. First of all, I will make it clear that we took as a form of variable, okay, where we assign that input function. The input function what going to do, that whatever the user is going to type, it is going to store that values, and then program or Python reads that, and then it led us to print. So now you can able to get to confuse that. Example, we write here a name is equal to input, so we get here a name, enter your name, we get here, so we here enter our name, we get enter here name our DevOps. But you can able to see that here after entering the DevOps, we can't able to see the value in below side. So what we are going to use here, a print function, and in print what we are going to do here, whenever we wanted to print that value, what thing we are going to use, we are going to write that variable name inside the print function without using a double quote. Now you can able to understand that why input function is used and what is the difference between input function is variable. Because if we take a name example, okay, if we take a name and we put that name DevOps, then we can still able to print that statement, na? Like we can, what we are going to do, we are going to use this. We are going to, let's change his name the one, and what we write here, we write here a name one. So we can able to see here that yeah, again we can able to print that things. Here we get our example, we make this comment out, okay. So what we get here, our name one is equal to DevOps, so we print here name DevOps. So you can able to get confused that if using a variable we can able to store the name DevOps, then why we need this input function? Okay, so here is the thing why you need the input function. The input function is used that program can able to understand what you are writing, and then he can able to get a value. The variable is going to use that whatever the value you assign them, the program is also again going to read and print that value. But here is the issue that we use input function so that program can able to read whatever the types of value. Like if I wanted to, okay, print the name of 10%, okay, so if we use a variable, we need to create everyone a different variable. And okay, like we are human, everyone have their limitation. So it is not going to like that we can able to remember all the names every time. Okay. So what thing that in further we are going to study what is the loop and all of those kind of things so that you can able to understand the importance of the input function. But here just understand in the simple way that input function is used so that program can read the values or whatever the thing that we write there. Okay. Now I will teach you one more thing here. That I will teach you one more thing here. That whenever we use the input function, it always store the string values. Okay. Input is it doesn't like if example we run this code. Okay. We write here a one. So we are going to get to know here one. But if we wanted to print the type of the function, what we are going to use, we are going to print the type of function. So we came here, what we want print, then we want which values we wanted to get to know type, name value. Okay. And before that, what we wanted to know, we wanted to know the type. So we are going to write here the type. We are going to get this thing into the semi uh, bracket, and then we print here. So you can able to see like we put here a name one. So why we are getting here a class string? The reason behind that whenever we are going to use the input function to store or to get to know that how program able to read whatever the thing that we are printing here, that thing can able to tell you that everything that you write using an input function is going to get to know the make this thing string. Now you get confused and scared too that if it is like that, that how we can able to store the numbers and all of this kind of thing. So here is a solution of everything that we get have a problem. So example, we take here a name and we wanted to print here a number. So imagine we take here a name one and we wanted to print here the number. So what thing we have first, we are going to use our basic thing, enter the number. So okay, what we write here, enter a number. Okay. If you wanted to use a equal to sign or semicolon, whatever the thing. But what we want now, we wanted to print the integer value because we wanted to what number is going to into the without a point zero, so it is going to get considered into integer. So if we wanted to convert that number into integer, we write integer before that input function. What do we write? We write integer before that input function, and we are going to get those things into our bracket. Okay. Now you can able to understand that if we comment out these things, okay, comment out these things, and if we print here, so example, it asks us to enter the number, we get here a number. Okay, like we didn't print here, sorry, like we print name one. So we here example, we print our name number five, so we get here five. Now you can able to see that if I wanted to print that, what is the type, which type of data this is, so we are simply going to use the name one, and before that we are going to use the type. So you can able to see here, we write fine, we get here the class integer value. What happened that first, what programming or the Python does, I will tell you completely that whenever you enter the value, for example you enter the 5, so what Python does that it reads that value, so it understands that it get converted into the string, because it is all whenever we are going to use input function, we are going to get to know that this thing is a string. But then Python also came back and here it says that before this entire value, okay, like this entire value is depend on this integer. So when we write int, it get converted into the integer value. And again we can do same for a float. Like we can do same for a float. Okay, float, we write here a float and we do this. So you can able to see here that when we put a value, example, we clear this thing all and we take here a, we run this code and we print our value 15.55. So what thing you can able to see that it comes inside the which type of data, it comes inside the type of data float. So here is a simple thing that I'm going to teach you, that if we comment this out again, example simple. So whenever we are going to use the input function, we use input function for our program to read what type of value or what are the values that we are typing. So when we use the input function, the all the values get stored into the string type. But the other thing that if the all the values get stored into the string type, how we can able to store those values that are not string? Example, booleans, float values, numbers, integer. So what is the number? Number is an integer. So before writing this input function all, before that we are going to use the word called int that converts those complete value into the function. And whenever we write this value, example, we use this. So here is the thing, int, and like this we wanted to write those things here. Okay, same. That is all. Thank you for watching this, and if you have any doubt, comment this out.